busy giving reasons and explanations for everything, rather than understanding, the more clearly we see life, the better we live. Better or a wonderful or a beautiful life means what? Better life means people think you got a lottery and you found the man who just listens to you. Better life, he must listen to you, he must do exactly what you want. Oh, our life is so wonderful, we have everything that we want. People talk about this. And my husband is so loving and nice and sweet, he doesn't even forget my birthday. This is the idea of a wonderful life. So the moment you make this your wonderful life, you will not even light the basic fuse of your life, you will go unlit. Because comfort, physical, psychological, emotional comfort, if you think that is the wonderful life, you won't light up. Because now you think lighting up means fire. Who wants to catch fire? But if you don't catch fire, you don't light up. If you don't light up, you don't see. Do you see fire and light are very connected? Hello? The reason why you can see during the day is something up there that you call as sun is burning. Hello? Burning. Seriously burning, isn't it? If it doesn't burn, suppose it was comfortable. Because there are stories in India about how sun and moon got married and they lived well ever after. In case such a thing happens if human romance gets extended that far and sun and moon got married and both of them went to bed, end of it, isn't it? So, I want you to carefully define your life at this stage in your life. For whatever reason, you got trapped with me. At this stage in your life, you must redefine what is a wonderful life. I will not do that for you, that would be very cruel. Because you will go home and tell your husband and wife and children and parents and they will all come after me, murderers. Because a life that is lit and burning bright is a wonderful life for me. But if you're burning that hot and that lit, you can see through everything around you. If you see through everybody around you, you cannot be in many things that you are in right now. Hello? Certain sweet nothings are needed, hello? Which don't mean a damn thing, but it's sweet. Needed, isn't it? Hello? Because still life is being dominated by body, thought, emotion. When your life is still being dominated by physicality, psychological nature and the emotion or the juicy part of psychology, then certain lies are needed, otherwise how can you live? Come on, tell me, be honest about it, hello? If everything is chuk chuk chuk, you can't live there, isn't it? You need little… I'm not saying it's wrong, it's just it's fine, but it's limited. How long do you do limited things in your life? Whether you want to do it till the moment you reach your deathbed, or you want to do it till you're 30, or you want to do it till you're 40 or 50 or 60 or 160 is a choice that you should make. It's not for me to tell you when. But somewhere you should make a choice that, because right now body is strong, we have to make up certain things. Because right now our thoughts are running away in a certain way, we have to make up certain things. Because right now our emotions are made like this, if somebody is not always moo to us, we will feel lost. Hello? See, when you were a 2-year-old child, when you're beginning to understand language and feeling it, if your mother told you, this is it, this is the untruth, this is the truth, come on, that would be cruel. Hello? Oh, it's okay, Mama, don't worry, Boo-boo, I'll get you the moon tomorrow morning. Hello? She had to say those things, isn't it? You think it's wrong? No, she's just looking at the need of the child and catering to that thing. In India, mothers will give one mouthful to the moon, one mouthful to the child. It is absolutely wonderful that a child believes that the moon is eating with me and both of them eating, and he's happy and he eats. And when he's looking up at the moon, she'll keep on mixing more and more and more. So, I'm not trying to obliterate all the simple beauty of life, it's needed. But how long do you want to be fed like this? That you must decide, depending on what is your lifespan, okay? Suppose there are some of you who have 10,000 years, 100,000 years, I don't know. How old are you? Yeah. Don't say that. Because when you wear antique jewelry, I'm thinking you may be 360 years old. Probably at that time it was in vogue and you're still wearing the same thing and… So, how long do I do a certain thing in my life is your decision. You must, every one of you must, because it's a limited amount of time. Whatever is your limit, I don't know. I know my limits very well. Your limits you must fathom and see what is the time limit you have and when should you shift your definition of what is a wonderful life. You can't be holding the same definition that you made up when you were 16 years of age. Hello? Hello? Because at 16, your intelligence was hijacked by your hormones and you were… suddenly everything was looking different, you couldn't make out what is what. Hello? Yes or no? See, you were 10, 11, you looked at everybody looked the same. Suddenly you're 14, 15, suddenly every bump on the body is looking like a cosmos by itself. Hello? Yes or no? So, how long do you take to come out of that and look at life the way it is? How long? And then after that pot starts fading a little bit, then other things in the world of you wanting to look bigger than somebody else, richer than somebody else, you want your car longer than somebody else, you want your house bigger than somebody else. When will you grow out of those things and look at life for what it is? Because whatever you gather, including your body, can only facilitate certain things socially in terms of survival. It will never ever enhance your life. Life will not get enhanced. Life will not get enhanced with any kind of accumulation. Your accumulations and the life process are two different things. you can enhance your social status, your thing on the whatever, like I think that I almost uttered a name, so let me stop. So, am I the richest man in the world? Am I the biggest man in the world? Are my muscles bigger than yours? My house is bigger than yours, my thing is bigger than yours, this, that, whatever nonsense. How long will these things matter to you? When will you become absolutely life-oriented, not being something other than others? This is an inflection point you must determine. If you're not ready right now, you must at least say, maybe in the next 2 years I'll be there, 3 years I'll be there, or 130 years later I will be there. Whatever is your span, I don't even want to decide your lifespan. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows what kind of a freak you are? You may live more than a human being. I will not even take a call on that, but you must decide where is the inflection point for me from being lost in my physicality, in my psychological structures, in my emotions and my social stuff. When will I really become life-oriented? This is something you must take a call. When am I ready for that? Generally, there is a there is a kind of a culture that you turn spiritual when you can't do anything else properly. When you get so old, when you can't stand up or sit down or walk straight, then you must become spiritual because the body is giving up. Well, if you cannot even sit or stand properly, that means you have become in many ways disabled, all right? Tell me, when you're disabled, is it the best time to climb the peaks of your consciousness? Or when you're still enabled, you should do it? Because even if you're willing, what's around you may not cooperate. Because when you're disabled, you may badly need something, a walking stick or a helper or something. Somebody needs to take care of you. At that time, where is… See, once body is giving you trouble, it will become the sole focus of your life, yes or no? Why being healthy is important is so that you can keep the body aside, not to glorify the body, but you can keep it aside, not be bothered about it, because it's well, everything is working, what is there to do about it? If it's… the moment it's ill, your whole focus will be about it. I can do this to you right now. Suppose we just take a small pin and put it into you, all right? Now we will talk about the glories of Shiva. Just a small pin, hello? These days you're used to taking a lot of needle stuff, all right, to the pandemic. You've taken many pokes. So what is the big deal? No, life doesn't work like that. One small pin, everything will be right there, isn't it? Yes or no? You can't focus on anything else. So the idea of health and well-being is, if I sit here, no sense of body. That's the thing. Health and fitness is not about going on showing like this. Fitness and health means your body is not an issue. You can throw it around, no problem. That's the idea. It'll allow you to live. It works as a platform, otherwise it'll become the main focus of your life. So, this happened. A newly married man, anybody? No, because when I say New Zealand, somebody stood up, so I thought, there may be a newly married man. Newly married man one day came home a little early in the afternoon. The young wife, she came out in her sexiest possible nightie and she said, "Tie me up, do whatever you want." He looked at her, he immediately tied her up, picked up his golf kit and went golfing. See, anytime it'll change, you know. The focus will shift in life. So before everybody around you shifts, you better shift. Hello? Either we learn to celebrate something or to abuse something. It's not needed. The important thing is to look at everything for what it is, what it can do, what it cannot do. Some people are glorifying physicality, some people are saying, put it down and bury it somewhere. Well, both have not worked, both will turn ugly, isn't it? I'm getting a lot of flack from a whole lot of people because yesterday or day before I tweeted, you saw the tweet? I said, let not the… this is about… there is a woman was killed in Iran because she did not wear her head scarf properly. That is, little bit of her blonde or jet black hair was showing, whichever one it was. So, they picked her up and I don't know, they might have beaten her to death. She died. And protests are going on everywhere. All these Iranian women have been appealing to me, "Sadhguru, please say something, say something." I would have anyway said, I was just thinking whether they will fight or it'll just blow over. You never know. So then I tweeted, I said, let not the religious and the lecherous decide how a woman should dress. Let her decide how she wants to dress. One set of people are seeing how every millimeter of her body should be covered. Another set of people are looking at how they can reduce her clothes to millimeters. Both are happening, unfortunately. This is all, different interest groups. Different interest groups. Why can't women have enough sense to decide by themselves what is appropriate for them, how they should dress? Hello? So, no, before I say something which is too controversial, please say it. See, in the Hindu heaven, women are dressed very sexy. At least the artwork shows, they're dressed really sexy. But in some other heavens, they're dressed from head to toe. So I'm saying even out there, it's only the man's mind which determines how you're dressed. So, this is why it is important to bring a balance between masculine and feminine, not between male and female, between masculine and feminine. so that we understand these are just two parts of life which needs to function in a certain way without friction. Right now we are looking at male and female or masculine and feminine as if they're two separate species and always they're at conflict, we have to do conflict resolution, we must do counseling. Why? Well, it is… naturally there is a certain level of attraction, so people are coming together. After that, what is the mess? After that, the mess is, you have unrealistic expectations of the other all the time. Don't nod your head, ma, from both sides I'm saying. Ah, Sadhguru understands my husband, yes. From both ends. From both ends, people who claim they love each other are doing terrible things to each other all the time. Hello? I'll take back all the time, a whole lot of time. Not all the time. If it was all the time, it would be over. So this is happening because there is no clarity about what I am, what the other person is, what it is. It is not only in male-female relationship, among human beings, as individual people, as communities, as societies, as nations, as race, as religion or whatever nonsense. In whichever way you have broken humanity into a million different pieces, nobody seems to have the necessary clarity to see what is the other group or other person. Simply going on with our own stuff. And this is not the question of… see, it's not about whether there is violence in the world. Yes, it's a deep concern because our ability to cause violence has been so empowered, multiplied manifold over, so in that sense it's a concern. Or even if you are using a stick or a stone or a sword, it's still a concern because it hurts somebody. But more important than that is how much life is gone, how much human potential and life potential is just wasted and squandered thinking about how I can do this or that to somebody else, whether it's love or war, both. It's about doing something to somebody. This is just taking away human potential and possibilities. Well, at different stages in life, different requirements are there, we are not against it, it's perfectly fine. But we are perpetuating certain things because we have not found anything else better.